I'm living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. You're listening to Precious Connections, and I'm your host, Elena McClendon. Today, we are talking about Action for Compassion, a nonprofit organization that is in Ghana. And I have a special guest on the line, Mr. Joseph. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you to your listeners. My name is Joseph. I'm a member of Action for Compassion Ghana Foundation in Ghana. It's a non-profit organization that focuses on education for street children, healthcare for deprived communities, infrastructure for deprived communities, skill training for deprived youth, as well as organic farming. That's what we do here in Ghana.
That is very impressive, Joseph.
Yeah.
I was so happy to get the flyer that you sent to me via email. I was just amazed, and I said that, it's a blessing that you all are there for the children because they do need you for sure. And I see that in your education,
Right.
I see that you also teach the children how to read and write and basic math. And you all also have activities such as basketball, football, volleyball. And, that's just a few good activities to keep them off the street. I think that is so important, Joseph. It's really important. And it's not only important in Africa, but here in North Carolina as well.
Yeah, for sure. Under education, we have a project that is called Classes and Activities on the Beach. It is a project designed for the street children. There are a lot of children on the street due to financial constraints among families. So as an organization, we took it up, and then we draw a program. So every Tuesday, we organize all these street children, and then we give them, we teach them how to read and write, basic mathematics, and as well as organized activities such as football, volleyball, basketball, and etc., just to keep them off the streets. And once we gather them, we also give them food. We feed them, and make them happy, because we all have to contribute to make these children happy, because they are the future leaders. Yeah. So that is about education.
That's right.
Right. And we also receive people from all over the world. Those who want to teach in the community schools, we send them to community schools. We distribute school supplies to community schools. Schools that are most needed, for those items. We do all of them for them, just to make sure that education is everybody gets education here in Ghana. That is our main vision under education. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, Joseph, that is amazing. How many children do you all have in your classes?
Yeah, well, we have about 40 to 45. We have 45, but the number is so huge. There are a lot of kids, but we just cut down the number because of limited of food. See, because each time we meet them, we need to feed them. So, and we do not have any source of farm. So what we do is we try our best to just keep the project moving. The kids are a lot on the street, but we just managing 45 due to limited of food. Yeah, so we're hoping that someday, if we are able to expand, when donors comes in, we will be able to expand and get more children and enroll them in. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Is there a way that someone can get food to your organization?
Come again?
Is there any way that someone can get food to your organization? If any of our listeners are able to donate food, how can they do that?
Right. We have a website. You can go to actionforcompassion.gh.org.
Okay.
www.actionforcompassion.gh.org. or the same, you can call on the number plus 233 5701 78091. Right. That is the number you can call, or you can just send a message. So we can just get back to the person and arrange with him or her to, get things moving.
Okay. So if someone calls, is there anyone in particular they need to ask for?
Come again, please.
If someone call and say that they can donate food, is there anyone in particular that person needs to ask for? Like, does anyone need to ask for you or someone different?
Right. Right. If anybody calls, you can just ask for Joseph, or you can ask Henry.
Okay. Joseph or Henry. Okay. Okay.
Right. Right.
That is awesome. I definitely will mention that again before the end of our show. I'll also mention that information again. That people can send food and donate, and your contact information, because I think that is so important. But that is really good what you're already doing, that you have 45 kids, because that is a lot of kids. But of course, if our listeners can donate, that would be great, and I definitely will support that and push that as well.
Right. I think we believe that it's a collective responsibility. That is what we believe in, Action for Compassion. We are calling everybody on board so that we can all together.
This is Dr. Business.
And this is Miss Divine here at WDRB Media and WGIV, a professional urban R&B radio station priding ourselves as
the soul of Charlotte. For double the information and inspiration through WDRB Media, we provide education by way of talk shows and entertainment by way of music to stir the heart, the body, and the soul.
Bringing you the best hits, R&B, soul, and old school.
Want to advertise through us?
Hit us up at 877-342-7770. Write it down, 877-342-7770.
Be sure to listen live 24/7 at WGIVCharlotte.com,
WDRBmedia.com,
and through the free TuneIn Radio app.
Keep it locked all day, every day to WDRB Media
and WGIV,
the soul of Charlotte.
Thank you for tuning in with us to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. You're listening to Precious Connections, and I'm your host, Elena McClendon. If you're just tuning in, I have a special guest on the line. His name is Joseph Howard with Action for Compassion in Ghana, Africa. Joseph, are you still there?
Yeah. I'm here.
Joseph and I, we were recently disconnected, but we just reconnected. And what Joseph was saying, that the listeners can donate food. And please go to www.actionforcompassion.gh.org, or please call 233-5701-78091 and ask for Joseph or Henry. Is that correct, Joseph?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay. Well, I'm very excited about the food. We're definitely going to see what we can do as far as getting some of our listeners involved to donate food. And also another thing I would like to talk to you about, Joseph, is the skill training. The skill training that you all teach the children. You teach them how to sew and weave and do craft making.
Right. Skill training. What we do under skill training is that we have a lot of deprived youth in the community.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do, we mobilize this youth, and then we train them how to sew. We started with sewing. So as we speak now, sewing. We're doing sewing. We sew backpacks, using the African fabric.
Oh wow!
We sew backpacks. We sew ladies' purses. We sew waist bags. And a lot of things. We do string art, and as well as carving. We do carving and drums and all kind of craft art and craft.
Oh wow! That is awesome. That's a
Right.
lot for the kids to learn. They're really well rounded once they receive their certificate from your foundation. They will really know a lot.
Yes, we're doing this project. Especially, we want to make sure that we give hope to this deprived youth that have nothing to do, and it's a responsibility for all of us to make sure that we shape the world by giving this youth a skill and a hope. So that is why we introduced this project, and as we speak now, a lot of youth have shown interest. We only left with some support to make sure that we can expand it and get more youth. We can roll them on and then expand it so that many of the youth can get skill, or they can have hope for the future. Yeah.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Yeah, because those skills would definitely help them to be able to get jobs later on. Some of those
Right.
kids, they'll remember how to do those skills, how to make backpacks, and they'll be able to get a job later on because they know how to do those things. you know
Right.
and also
Right.
see, in your infrastructure part of your foundation, I see that you also have a team made up of masons and carpenters and painters. I mean, that's very impressive,
Yeah.
Joseph.
Right. Under the infrastructure, what we do is we have a team made up of masons, carpentry. So from time to time, we organize ourselves and then we go to communities, the very deplorable communities. We go there and we try and build playgrounds for community schools that does not have playgrounds. We build canteens for them using the local bamboos. We build canteens for them so that the children can have a place to sit and eat, as well as building a library. We call it a mini library for community children, so that these children can start reading at an early age, as
Wow.
it is not normal. Yes, as it is not normal in Ghana. So we really want to introduce it so that these children will start reading. They will adopt reading in an early age. So that is
Yes.
what that is another thing that we do. And then we also we fix, like, if there's a project going on in a community, if it is about social, if it is a social project, they call on us, we go and then we support, and then we do painting and decoration. So we want to use this opportunity to invite anybody who wants to come and join the team, like schools, companies, fan clubs. If they want to come and join our team, we will do infrastructure project. We can do painting and decoration. We can build. What do you call it, homes for homeless. We can do, a lot. There are a lot that we can do. We're doing all this to make sure that we make the world a better place for all of us to live.
Yes. Yes, with those skills, yes, it would definitely help our home to be a better place to live, because I do see that your motto is building a happy Africa with a collective action. That's an awesome
That is
motto,
our motto.
Joseph. Did you come up with that motto?
Yeah, we came up with that motto, because we are very inspired people, that so we came up with this motto because we think that one person cannot make a change, although change has to start from one person, but it has to be a collective. So if somebody started, we all need to get together and push it so that
Yes.
we can have a world that we all wish to live in.
Yes, we definitely will connect and collectively work together for sure. Joseph, it has
Right.
been an honor having you on my show, and I would love for you to come back on my show again. Would you like to come back on the show and speak more about the foundation again?
Yeah, no problem. We always are available to speak about the foundation on your air. And we, first of all, we would like to say thank you for giving us this opportunity. We will always be available to speak to your listeners. We pray and hope that your listeners will get to understand. They will get into our minds and understand what we really want to do to help the world as a whole. Yep.
That's right. And Joseph, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be sharing your information on my Facebook page as well as my Instagram page once again. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to our listeners this evening. But you will not be a stranger. You'll be back again on our show, and we would love to have you back on our show because there are so many people that still needs to hear the awesome things that you're doing in Ghana, Africa, and it's so important and vital to the community. Hang tight, Joseph. I just want to let our listeners know, thank you so much for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. You're listening to Precious Connections, and I'm your host, Elena McClendon. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Have a great day.
I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden.